Breaking news, buyout blocked. A federal judge temporarily halting Trump's fork-in-the-road buyout offer. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. More than 2 million federal employees had been given a deadline at 11:59 tonight to choose to either take a buyout or risk being fired. It's a part of Trump and Elon Musk's sweeping effort to dramatically reduce the federal workforce. The judge set another hearing for Monday to consider blocking the buyout offer even further. The president's own cabinet already walking back some of the president's language when it comes to another deal he talked about, that plan to forcibly remove some 2 million Palestinians from their homes. Joining me now on All the News, reporter Catherine Faulders and also White House correspondent Karen Travers. So, Catherine, let's start with the buyout offer, now on hold. What does it mean?
Yeah, this happened just moments ago, Kira, from a federal judge in Boston who was hearing arguments on this. The judge essentially said that he wanted to hear more briefing on this, that he wanted to hear oral arguments on the matter from, obviously, DOJ and the defendants here. He said that he was going to put this on hold until 2 p.m. on Monday, where he will consider the buyout offer further. So all we know right now is that he wants to be further briefed on the matter, what the positions are, frankly, from both sides, and then he will hold this hearing on Monday and make potentially a determination on it then, whether to block this or whether to have it move forward. But he just didn't have enough information right now, it appears. Now, lawyers for the Department of Justice, they vowed in court to essentially notify every federal employee who is subject to the buyout of the judge's order. But what this means is that this will not be going into effect at 11:59 p.m. this evening.
So are there concerns that if these layoffs happen, that they could impact national security? Catherine, what's the buzz?
Yeah, there are concerns across the administration and the national security community, frankly, that these buyouts could impact national security. We're talking, of course, a number of agencies, more than 2 million federal workers, and some of those national security apparatuses encompass that. That's the National Security Agency, the CIA, we know the Department of Justice, for example, FBI, all of those agencies that are critical in the national security space here. Now, what's unclear is how many people who work at those agencies, how many federal workers had already said that they would be taking buyouts. We don't have the breakdown of that. All we know is that it's more than 40,000 workers, at least from our recent numbers. But surely there is concern among the national security community as to how this will impact national security and the safety of our country down the road.
Karen, the president initially said that the U.S. would take Gaza and he'd use the military if he needed to do it. But today he's actually saying something different.
Yeah, a different message today from the president on Truth Social, his social media platform. Kira, he posted earlier today, no soldiers by the U.S. would be needed as part of his plan to take over Gaza by the United States. This is notable because that first night when he announced this, he did say that U.S. troops could be used if necessary. And he talked about how there would be an effort by the United States in Gaza to dismantle the unexploded bombs there. And there were a lot of questions at the White House briefing yesterday about what this would mean. Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, said that the president had not committed to using U.S. troops. Now we're hearing today from him something more definitive. But Kira, in terms of what happens to Gaza, the president had said earlier about a permanent relocation for the nearly 2 million Palestinians that are living there. The White House walked that back somewhat yesterday, saying it would be a temporary relocation while the area is rebuilt. But senior White House officials have said that that rebuilding could take 10 to 15 years. So temporary could be a very long time. The president has said that those Palestinians should be taken in by Jordan and Egypt. Kira, the leaders of those countries have been very adamant that they are not going to do that. Next week, the president will sit down here at the White House with the King of Jordan, and we are certainly anticipating that the president will be talking about that and likely putting pressure on the king on this specific issue.
Got it. Karen Travers, Catherine Faulders, thank you.